What is going on, everybody? So, my latest video was me showing off my Beatles vinyl collection, soon to be complete. I have one of my broken albums replaced now. I'm gonna get the replacement for the other one tomorrow, so that's good news. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys my CD collection. Now, I have a ton of these because this was before I was into vinyl, so let's get started. Now, like I said last time, it's a mixture of the Capitol Records albums and the original British releases. So, we're starting with the Capitol Records releases. So, first we have Meet the Beatles, the album that Beatlemania, the whole Beatlemania thing started, you know. I like this one because it's basically with the Beatles, the original British one, but the track listing is different. It starts with "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and that was a single. It wasn't on any of the albums, so that's cool. And then "I Saw Her Standing There," which was originally on "Please Please Me," and then "This Boy," the track that's the B-side of "I Want to Hold Your Hand." So yeah, that's that. The Beatles' second album, another Capitol release. This song has some more with the Beatles releases, and it also has some of the singles on it that weren't on any of the British albums. Like, for example, "Long Tall Sally," "I Call Your Name," "I'll Get You," and "She Loves You." Oh, and also "You Can't Do That" was on this album, which was originally on "A Hard Day's Night." And the song "Thank You Girl" is on this album too. And that's the B-side of the song "From Me to You." I don't know why they didn't put "From Me to You" on here. They really should have. Because it's a great song. And it was a #1 hit for the Beatles, so... The early Beatles, basically the American version of "Please Please Me." It's just missing like 2 or 3 tracks, or 4 even. I don't know. It's missing "I Saw Her Standing There," "Misery," and "There's a Place." I think it's what it's missing. But all the other songs are there, except the first songs on it are "Let Me Do" and "Twist and Shout," which is originally the last song on "Please Please Me." And this is the American version of "A Hard Day's Night." It's the United Artists label instead of Capitol. Here, I'll show you. If we can get it out. See? United Artists. And it says original motion picture soundtrack, and basically this album is just the songs from the movie "A Hard Day's Night," and it's just some instrumental stuff from the movie. Good album, though. Oh, and I forgot to mention, most of the American albums have mono and stereo on the same CD. So if you put them in, it'll play through it once, and it'll be the mono mixes, and then the second time it'll play through it again, and then it'll be stereo mixes. Beatles 65. This one's basically an American version of Beatles for Sale. The only difference is that it's missing some songs. There's a song from the original "Hard Day's Night" album on here, and it has the single "I Feel Fine," and its B-side, "She's a Woman." Oh yeah, and I should be showing the Capitol Records label, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's what the Capitol Records sticker would have looked like on the records. And then the next one is Beatles 6. And there are a couple of songs from Help on here, but this one has the rest of the songs missing from Beatles for Sale on here. So basically it's part 1 and part 2. Just kind of like Meet the Beatles and the Beatles' second album. But like I said, there are a couple of tracks from Help on here, like You Like Me Too Much, and Dizzy Miss Lizzie, and Tell Me What You See. And we also have a couple of singles, like the single Bad Boy by Larry Williams, which John sings. And the track Yes It Is, which is the B-side to Ticket to Ride. I love that song. It's such a beautiful song. I think it's a very underrated Beatles song. Now we get to the British releases, which you've seen in my vinyl collection, and we start with Help. I know it is kind of weird having the vinyl and the CD, right? And as you can see, the CDs have the Parlophone record labels, so it makes it replicate the records. Sorry, that was just YouTube notifying me. Next we have Rubber Soul. Like I've said before, my second favorite Beatles album of all time. As you can see, there's a picture of the I Feel Fine music video right there. I think that was during the filming of the video We Can Work It Out, when they were filming the video, but I'm not sure. It could just be a studio picture. Come on, get out. Yeah, these are basically all the same, the Parlophone things, until we get to the White Album, which is Apple Records. Revolver, my third favorite Beatles album. And then Sgt Pepper. CD's different though, just has the songs on it. It don't have the whole lyrics thing like the vinyl does. And looks like that at first. And then we open it up like that, and it looks just like the vinyl. Now, here's one that I think is really cool. The White Album CD. As you can see here, it has the original vinyl cover, but if you take it off, you get the CD. And on the back of this cover, it shows this, the whole pictures and the track listing. Back of this, it shows the track listing. This is what I think is really cool though. You open it up like that, it looks like the vinyl. And then, that's what the CD looks like. Apple Records. And then the other one's kind of cool. It looks like the B-side of the vinyl discs that Apple does. And then the last album in the CDs that I have is Abbey Road, my favorite album of all time. And I'm sure you can see why I have a CD and a vinyl copy of this album, because I absolutely love it. And this isn't my bedroom, this is just, this is my workspace where I do school and where I record videos. But my bedroom is right next to it, and there's a Abbey Road sign hanging on my door right there. You can't see it, but it's over there. Well, and as you can see, all the CDs have this little thing right here where it says the Beatles and Apple Records right there. Alright, moving on to the compilation CDs. We have the Red Album, or the greatest hits from 1962 to 1966. I like this one, but I think there could have been a couple more songs on it. Like, for example, I seriously think they should have put I Saw Her Standing There on this album, because it was such a big hit, and it was a Lennon McCartney song, so it's perfect. Let's see, what else should they have included? Well, I would say Twist and Shout, but that's not really their song, so. I mean, yeah, this album's great, this compilation, but I just think they should have added I Saw Her Standing There to it. That would have made it better. Put it right there. The Blue Album, or the greatest hits from 1967 to 1970. And as you can see, they're both like similar to the photo cover of Please Please Me. It's the same location for the photo shoot, just different pictures. Now this one, I really think, I still like it. I just think it could have had more songs on it, just like this one. Like, for example, I think When I'm 64 should have been on here, or, let's see, or Blackbird, for example, my second favorite Beatles song of all time. Like they included songs on the White Album, but they only included 3. They included Back in the USSR, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Obla-Di Obla-Da. Don't get me wrong, those are great songs. I love those songs, but they should have included Blackbird. They really should have. And then we have Don't Let Me Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, The Ballad of Joe and Yoko, Old Brown Shoe. Now we get to the Abbey Road songs. Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden. I really think the final part in the Abbey Road medley should have been included on here, like the Golden Slumbers and Carry That Weight, the end, the ending part of the medley. I think that should have been on here. And then we have Let It Be, the single version, not the album version. And then Across the Universe and The Long and Winding Road, which I love it when Beatles compilation albums are ended with The Long and Winding Road. I mean, it would only make sense. Plus, I think The Long and Winding Road marks number 10 on my top 10 favorite Beatles songs. I mean, I'll do a video on my top 10 favorite Beatles songs if you want. But yeah, they're good albums, but 10 of songs I think should have been on there. Also, I think the Let It Be album itself, like the actual album, I think it should have ended with The Long and Winding Road and not Get Back. I mean, that really does not make sense to me. And then we have, I'm sure everybody knows this one, the big one, which is 27 of their number one singles. Like basically all the singles that hit number one in the United States and the UK. And I'm not going to say anything about songs not being on here because these are only number one songs. And then the last one, which it's a John Lennon Greatest Hits compilation album. It's called John Lennon Icon. Icon makes these greatest hits compilation of really famous artists. I got really mad at myself because I accidentally sat on it and then the cover came off and it cracked and everything. Well, the CD's fine. The CD itself is fine. But I sat on it and the case broke. So I had to tape it all up like this. And now it just opens like that. It's awkward and it's weird. So yeah, that's my Beatles CD collection. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.